Hello, welcome to Jet Mathematics. I remain your host, Milton Ebiwari John. In this video, we'll be applying the knowledge we established in our previous class on polynomial. Okay, we looked at the general form of a polynomial, which is this on the board here, and then we said the highest power is the degree of the polynomial, and then the coefficient of the term that carries the degree is called the leading term, and an, which is the coefficient of the leading term, is called the leading coefficient. And we'll say a naught is a constant. It doesn't carry the variable x. Okay, so we'll use that to solve these problems we have here. The first question says we are to find the leading term, the coefficient, and the degree of the following polynomials. So for A, let's say solution. For A, we have 3x raised to the power of 4 plus 6s cubed minus 4x raised to the power of 8 plus 2. All right. So that is the first question. F of x is equals to this. So you discover that, first of all, you discover that the powers are not in order. They are not in order. So in the general form, the powers are in order. The powers are in order from the highest to the lowest. Okay. It can also be in the reverse form. That is to say, it can be written in the form where the lowest power starts the polynomial and the highest power ends the polynomial. Or it can even be scattered, as we have in this first example here. You see the powers are scattered. So you can decide to rearrange. If you rearrange this, you have, if we rearrange this in order of power, we'll have minus 4 s raised to the power of 8, and then we'll have the next power, which is 3 raised to the 3x raised to the power of 4, and then we'll look at that again. We'll have plus 6 raised to the power of s cubed, 6s cubed, and then lastly we have 2. So with this, we can get the degree. The degree is the variable with the highest power, which is s to the power of 8. So the degree, therefore the degree of this polynomial is 8. Okay, then the term which has the degree is called the leading term. So the leading term, we can come here. The leading term is equals to minus 4. So this is the leading term, minus 4 x raised to the power of 8. Then the leading coefficient is equal to the coefficient of s raised to the power of 8 is minus 4. So that gives us minus 4, the leading coefficient. Very easy to do. Then we have b. G of x is equal to 7. So this is called a constant polynomial. Okay. So for a constant polynomial, the degree is 0. So a polynomial with degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. Why do we say the degree is 0? If this is a function of x, then it means that this can be written as 7s raised to the power of 0. So we know that s raised to the power of 0 is 1, and 1 times 7 gives us 7. So that makes the degree of this polynomial 0. Okay? So the degree is equals to 0. The leading term is 7, and the leading coefficient, there's nothing like the leading coefficient is still 7, so it's a constant polynomial. So the degree is 0, the leading term is 7, the leading coefficient is 7. All right. Then lastly, we have c. C is h of x is equal to minus 2s cubed bracket 2x minus 1 all squared. So what you do in this case, first of all, expand these terms. So if we expand, we have minus 2s cubed. Multiplying this, you have 4s squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay? And then expanding this again, you have minus 2 times this gives us minus 8s raised to the power of 5 plus 2 times this gives us 8s raised to the power of 4, and then minus 2s cubed. Alright, so this is the final state of the expansion. So what do we get from here? You discover that the highest power in this polynomial is 5. So the degree is equal to 5. The leading term is equal to, so this becomes the leading term, the term with the degree, so that's minus 8s raised to the power of 5. And then lastly, the leading coefficient, coefficient is equals to, the leading coefficient is equal to minus 8, which is the coefficient of s raised to the power of 5. Alright, so this is where we'll end today's video. Please don't forget to like, to share, and to comment on this video. Alright, please follow this page for more mathematical topics. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Bye bye.